What's going on, YouTube? This is Future Trucker Chris. Uh, like, share, subscribe to this video. I'm just here to give y'all a little rundown. I'm currently at Future Truckers of America getting my CDLs. I just want to let y'all know what y'all was getting into before y'all came up here. First off, I came through Driver Solutions. They put me in I'm up here in Thomasville, North Carolina. The school is in Asheboro, which is about 30 minutes away from the hotel. So you will have to drive 30 minutes every day to get to school. But yeah, Driver Solutions puts you in a hotel called the Stay Lodge. I personally thought, I was gonna be in some kind of crack hotel. It was gonna be roaches and stuff everywhere. But come to find out, the rooms are actually, it's about like your average 3-star hotel in your hometown. I haven't seen a bug since I've been here. That was my biggest fear because I hate bugs. But I haven't seen a bug since I've been here. I'll show you a little bit of the room. This bed back here, that's my roommate bed. He'll never make up his bed, but this is the room. It's not bad at all. You don't got a school kitchen, but you got a 2-hour burner, so you will be able to cook your own food, whatnot. Everybody that goes to the school, unless they like stay within driving distance of the school, like if you're coming from out of state, they will put you here. So if you come, you don't got a car, you can carpool with people. You're gonna make friends because like I said, mostly everybody in the hotel goes to the school, so it ain't like you just sitting in a hotel room bored or whatnot. But just let y'all know, school is not gonna be what you expect it to be from what you read in the in your little packet that they give you. When you get here, they tell you, when you get to school tomorrow, you're gonna park in the rear of the campus. This that. It's not a campus. You're gonna think when you pull up, you're gonna think it's a mechanic shop. But the school has some really good people. When I first came, when I first started the school, I pulled up and I just thought the worst because of what I seen. I was like, gosh, man, like, where do they got me at? Like, I passed the building twice because I thought it was a mechanic shop. It's like kind of behind like a tow yard type thing. I don't know how to explain it. You all will see once you get here. So I was immediately discouraged when I seen it. But I walk in. It's an older building. You can tell it's been there for a while. But um, but yeah, it's I was, and then on top of that, I was discouraged because they put a lot. They try to. So you're in class from Monday to Wednesday. Um, Monday is basically like your first day is gonna be basically just all paperwork, signing contracts, this, that, and the third. That's the first half of class. They let you go for lunch for an hour from 12 to 1, and then you come back. And then the second part of class, they're still telling you about the contracts, what your obligations are, and this, that, and the third. And then class starts. And like I'm telling you, like it's like they're trying to beat all that stuff into your head within 3 days. But um, just don't get discouraged. I can't say they don't have a lot of instructors there, so it's students teaching students. But if you can get with a student who actually has passed tests, know what they're doing, they can really teach you a lot. Because they kind of break stuff down to you to where you'll understand versus how the instructor would try to tell you because they already know this stuff. So I got with this guy named Robert. I'm not sure his last name, but he was an older gentleman, late early 50s. Um, and he actually helped me out a lot. Shout out Robert if you ever see this video and you know who you are. Um, but Yeah, cause okay, so like I said, your first 3 days of class is gonna be your first 3 days there are gonna be in class. Well, Monday you're gonna be in class. Tuesday you're gonna be in class. Wednesday it's like a half day. They what they do? Wednesday you the first half of the class is they're gonna teach you hazmat stuff. Even if you don't plan on getting your hazmat, you gotta sit through the class. So you know they're gonna tell you the owner name is Randy Batts. He's a cool guy. I mean the guy is 78 years old and he damn near moved better than me. I guess trucking keeps you young or something, but um, it's either trucking or money, one of the two. But Mr. Batts, he's a pretty down to earth guy. Um, Die hard Republican, just to let you know. Uh, but and then after that half day on Wednesday, they're going to let the class go early for the people who don't come with your permit. Come with your permit. Driver Solutions don't tell you this, but it is, man, when I tell you, this is my 4th week here. I'm the only person in my class graduating in my 4th week. It's hard. It's hard to get out of here in 4 weeks. Now, Driver Solutions gonna tell you, oh, you're gonna be there 4 weeks. Then you're gonna graduate. No, not gonna happen. If you're not on top of your stuff, it's not gonna happen. So come with your permit. Yeah, I promise you, you will thank me in the long run. Come with your permit. So that Wednesday they're gonna let you out do a half day in class. For the people who have their permit, you're gonna go out to the yard, and you're gonna start on your observation hours, which is when you ride with an instructor and a student driver. So you have to get 20 hours observation. And like I said, if you come with your permit, that Wednesday after class is over, you can hop straight on your observation. The sooner you get your observation hours in, the sooner you can start your back end and your pre-trip studying. As far as studying, you're not going to test on your pre-trip until, and it might change when whoever's watching this video, when y'all get here, it might change. But like I said, I came in at a point where they were short on instructors, and a lot of students from previous classes were failing, so everybody was behind. So I didn't test on my pre-trip until my 3rd week. Today is Tuesday. I did my back end test yesterday. And I did my first day on the road today. So you're gonna get your observation hours in. Go ahead and knock those 20. Go ahead and knock those 20 hours out. I mean, after class, like I said, they're gonna let you out of class at 12. Lunch is from 12 to 1. So 1 o'clock you can get back on the road, and trucks stay out till 5 o'clock. So if you get on, if the first day you get on it, that's 4 hours out the way. The next day, and then they start the observation at 5 a.m. And you can stay on the truck from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that's what I would suggest, because I mean, if you come back, there's nothing you can do on the yard without your observation hours. So go ahead and when you get out of class that Wednesday, be looking for an instructor, get your 4 hours in. Come in at 5 that next morning, get you 10 hours, so you're at 14, and then you only got 6 more hours to go. And then you can do that the next day, and then and then once you get those 6 hours, you can come back, start practicing on your back, and start practicing on your pre-trip. I would suggest that you start studying your pre-trip first. Because to me it's the hardest. I mean, it's not hard, but it's just a lot to know. If you've never driven a truck, you don't know what an engine look like on the truck. You don't know what a dog box, slack adjusters, none of that stuff is. That's why I suggest go ahead and knock your pre-trip out. Just go ahead and study it. I also have a video posted on here of me doing my outside of my pre-trip. Because I mean, with the pre-trip, you got your outside of the vehicle, you got your in-cab inspection, and then you got your labs. So I do have a video on here doing my outside inspection. I didn't do the labs because I mean that's just something you got to learn on your own. You got to learn what works best for you. I just did the outside because that's the most extensive. Well, the labs is important because you can't once you start after you do your in-cab inspection and you start your labs, you can't make any mistakes or it's an automatic fail. but it's just the automatic fail on your labs. You still, so when you retest, you only have to retest on that part. But like I said, I did a video on the outside inspection because people coming in they never seen a truck. It's just a lot to take in. So and you know shout out to FTA. They do have videos on there, but it's they don't actually go and point and say this is this, this is this. It's just them talking and telling you what to say when you point to it. Um, it's not very clear. So what I you know I and it's an instructor named Jeff. If you look up the FTA pre-trip inspection, I think it's the fourth segment or something like that. It's a guy named Jeff. He's an instructor. Well, he's an examiner at the school, and he goes and that's how I learned to do my labs and my in-cab inspection by watching his video because he goes very in depth. He tells you to do it like a typewriter. Start from the top, work your way down, go from left to right. And as you're going from left to right, you're naming each part, so you're not missing nothing. Again, that's I think it's the fourth video that they have on there, the section 4, and it's Jeff. Jeff is the examiner that's in the video. So, and then once you get your pre-trip down pat, I suggest you beat the outside into your brain first before you even worry about the inside. It's a lot more stuff on the outside than it is on the inside to inspect. So learn the outside first. Once you got the outside locked down, go work your way into the inside. Do your in-cab inspection. Do your labs. Like I said, you're probably in your third week. You're going to be testing. You're going to be testing on your pre-trip. So you got 1.5 weeks to learn. It's not hard. It's a lot to take in for a person who, like I said, if you're not a mechanic and you've never drove an 18-wheeler or never had your CDLs before of any sort, it's a lot to take in. So just knock it out. Like I said, knock that observation out, then hit that pre-trip hard, and then from there you can once you feel comfortable with the pre-trip, start practicing your backing. Or you can break it down like I did. Half the day I did my pre-trip, half the day I practiced backing. I would suggest they have three little courses. They got the straight backing, they have the offset backing, and then they got the section where they give the test at, which it has the straight backing, offset, and the 90-degree alley backing, all in one section. So I would suggest straight backing is simple. Once you learn not to oversteer, the guy named West is the instructor that's on the yard. He's very good. Once you learn your straight backing, then you go to your offset backing, which is when you start in one lane and then you back into the next lane that's beside it. So once you learn, I would suggest you stay on your offset till you got it down pat. Because once you have your offset backing, then you can start working on your 90-degree alley backing. But the offset backing teaches you how to control your trailer, how to get the trailer to go where you want it to go. So once you get the trailer to go, once you learn to get the trailer to go where you want it to go, everything else falls in place. Practice on your offset, everything else will fall into place because the offset is going to teach you how to control your trailer. Then, in either the end of your third week, like I said, it all depends on how the people in the previous weeks before you are doing. If everybody's failing, it's just going to back everybody up for graduation. So, and then you got to show initiative that you want to be here, man. That's you have to show them. You got to show them that you want it. If you just here all lackadaisical, just going through the motions, you will be here 5-6 weeks, guaranteed. Like it's a guy that's here on his today. It's a guy that's here on his 7th week. He didn't show up yesterday for his. He didn't show up yesterday for his for his on the road training. I was supposed to we got assigned to the same instructor this morning. He was supposed to be there at 5. He was supposed to drive from 5 to 8. I was supposed to drive from 8 to 12. Um, and something told me this morning to get up, and just go, cause if he couldn't get there at 8 o'clock, something in my mind was like, if he can't get there at 8, he's not gonna get there at 5. So what I did was I woke up, I got there at 5. Lord behold, he didn't show up. So they went ahead and put me in the truck. I knocked out 7 hours driving time today. You got to get 19 hours on the road driving before you can take your it's 20 hours total, 19 training, and then you get then they count your over the road test as an hour. So it's 20 hours total. So he didn't show up. So the instructor was like, well, he's not here. You can go ahead and drive. He contacted the owner. She told him to keep me out till 12. So I got 7 hours in a day. Normally they breaking it down into 4 hours a day. I got a family at home. I got a newborn son. I'm not trying to be here no longer than I have to be. So like I said, I showed the initiative. I got in there. I got the hours knocked out today. Like I said, and then when I got back today, in your 4th week, you get a drug test in your the first day you're there. That Monday you come in, you get a drug test. And then again, you get another drug test in your 4th week. It can fall before you're driving or while you're driving. Or why when it's not gonna be they're gonna test you while you're out on the road, but when you get back to the school, they're gonna send you to go get a drug test. But like I said, it can either be before you start driving or once you've already started driving. Just be ready for that 4th week drug test, and you're also gonna get another drug test when you go to Pam for orientation, and then from there it'll be random. But so I'm just letting you all know what to expect. So what else? What I'm missing? So like I said, initiative is the key here. If you don't show you want it, you won't get it. But you're gonna get it. FTA, you just gotta be a dumbass not to leave FTA with your CDL. I'm not saying they're giving them out like hotcakes, but if you come to FTA, Future Truckers of America, you're gonna leave with a CDL, unless you just absolutely just can't drive a truck, can't get it. They're gonna tell